Garbage Pail Kill is literally the high conflict, toxic co-parent and baby mom that a lot of her stans, friends, and creators would honestly be on somebody's couch about, that they would hate, yet they still stan this woman. At this point, I don't understand how Kail stans have not caught on to her pattern that she has. Like, it's pattern recognition at this point. They basically have rose-colored glasses on. They turn a blind eye because they like her. Have you all not noticed that every single time there's something positive going on in her co-parents' lives, she loves to make a shady fucking post shading them and being negative, whether it's a trip, whether it's a wedding, whether it's an engagement, whether it's a birth announcement, whether it's a baby shower. It never fails for Kail to be fucking shady and weird and create negativity surrounding it. As you can see here with this Disneyland post that V did with her son, Isaac. Mind you, that's her son too. She's been in Isaac's life since he was a toddler. That's his stepmom. And the gag is honestly, if V made a bunch of content about Disney or posted about Disney and didn't include Isaac, Kail and her stans would have an issue with that. They would 100% have an issue with that. So honestly, V is damned if she does and damned if she doesn't. And the other gag is it seems like her son is fine with his stepmom. Fine with his stepmom posting him. Fine with spending time with his stepmom and his dad. Because at this point, he's 16 years old. He can drive. He's old enough to go to his dad's house or not go to his dad's house. The court ain't finna stop shit. If he doesn't want to go to his dad's house, he don't gotta go. But he chooses to go. He chooses to allow his stepmom to post him. I'm sure he could tell her, don't post me. Mind you, he's up in the comments just fine. While his mother makes shady fucking posts being just toxic. Like, I don't understand it. Like, grow the fuck up. And the problem is like she constantly is so negative towards her baby dads, the co-parents, the wives, whatever. She's constantly negative, their families. However, it's like, girl, like, and here's with my stance. If she's such a good mom knows to set her pride aside and be copacetic with her children and her children's fathers and their families, especially when they're not doing shit to you. This girl has not really said much. She's doing her own thing. Like, she's constantly shading her, constantly shading Javi, constantly shading Lauren, constantly shading Chris. I mean, they go back and forth, so I'm not even going to include that. Constantly shading Elijah, like, constantly have an issue with them, their family, their girlfriends, their wives, their everything. And it's like, you're the fucking problem. You're toxic. Like, if you were truly a good mom, you would set that shit aside and be cool. You wouldn't be, and you have a public persona. So, like, you do this to gain traction. You do it to gain clout. You do this to weaponize your fan base. Crazy how you're calling V out for using your son for views when you do the same fucking thing. Come on now. What are we talking about here? It's hypocritical. And at the end of the day, if you're not going to tell us what the fucking issue is, if you're not going to be honest with what the issue is, then shut the fuck up. Shut up. You do this all the time. You'll breadcrumb and be like, oh, I got an issue with this person, but you won't say what the fucking issue is. That's why nobody believes you. That's why nobody cares. That's why half the people are just like, you're the problem because you don't tell us the motherfucking problem. But her stans will look past all of that. They will literally sit here and completely continue to stan her. Content creators will kiss her ass. And her friends will literally just do whatever because the money's coming. Like, it gets to a fucking point. This was very toxic on her part.